Hi family, it's been a while since I posted a video and I'm sorry about that. So, I'm still continuing talking about the book by Dean Koontz named Eyes of Darkness. So, from the last video that I posted where Tina was actually visual hallucinating about seeing her dead son who had been dead for a year, and then every time when she goes closer to those boys were never dead. So there was a time when she actually was in his room, and then there was something that was written, the words that were written on his what do you call, on his chalkboard. They were written "not dead." So she kind of was convinced that he was not dead and stuff like that. So I read the book and I finished it because I wanted to actually see if Tina was hallucinating or indeed Danny is still alive, and if he's alive, where has he been, or where is he, and stuff like that, and what had happened to him and stuff like that. And then I read the book, and then as I continue, Tina was busy with this show that she was doing in Vegas, which was called Magic, and the show was doing very well for her, as like it's her first time as well and stuff like that. And she was working with one of the greatest producers as well and stuff like that. The show was doing well and it was keeping her busy, and then most of the time she was not in the house. So in the house she needed somebody to actually clean her house and stuff like that. And this time she had this lady, her name was Vivian, and then she's an old lady who used to come and clean for her, but not like every day, but like maybe 3 or 2 times a week. And then there was that day where Vivian had come to clean for Tina, and then because Tina was on the show at the time, when she was there, the thing that happened was that Vivian was busy, and mind you, she's alone in the house. The only people with the spare key it's Tina and her ex-husband Michael. And then at the time, what happened was that when she was busy cleaning the house, there was this cold air that just came, and she did not understand where the cold air was coming from. And like the weather was very cool outside, so cold air is actually like it was very peculiar for her to actually not understand where this air was coming from. And then she tried to actually get to the bottom of it, but before she does, what happens is that there was this sound that came within the house, and then it sounded like a radio. And then there was so much noise, like things were being pulled out upside and down, like like the drawers from the wardrobe were being picked out and stuff like that. And then Vivian actually went, she took a knife because she wanted to see where the noise was coming from. And then when she goes to the dining hall, she realized that this whole thing is actually happening in one room, which was Danny's room. And she goes inside, but something strange. And for me, when I was reading it, I was like, whoa, what's happening? When she touches the doorknob was very ice cold. And it was like forms of ice from it, like as if like Dennis' room has turned into a refrigerator or a freezer and stuff like that. And then she opened the door. When she opened the door, and then finally she was able to open it. And then she gets in. When she gets in, the radio was playing it on its own, and then the drawers were going up and down and stuff like that. And those things were just happening. And at the time when they were happening, Vivian, when she got into the house, there was none of those things happening. They just happened when she was already in the house, and she knew, and she was 100% sure that she was alone in the room and stuff like that. And then there were those ceilings. This in Danny's room, there was those planes, paper planes that were hanging from the ceiling and stuff like that. Those boy stuff planes and stuff like that. Yes, they were like running around in circles, as if like somebody has a button and is actually making them move, and everything was just moving simultaneously and stuff like that. The radio is playing on its own, the drawers are opening and closing on their own, the bed is going, it's doing all these sounds and stuff like that, as if like the room was haunted. And now we are going to find out on my next video if the room is haunted. Or Vivian, just like Tina, she's also losing it. And then now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to break this book into pieces. So I'm going to do these videos in one day, and then don't be surprised because I don't have actually time to change and stuff like that. So it's going to be one video, but I'm gonna break it into pieces and stuff like that, just for me to, and for you to know what is, so that it's not so long, too long and all that. And thank you very much, guys, and watch out for my next video, which is going to be in any minute from now. Thank you.